Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we see the number 7 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Texas's offense has the football first here today. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Boy, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Tight end goes in motion. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Caught near the goal line, and he scores! Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offense coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, third and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Got a great matchup today, Kirk, of elite corners. They put these guys on islands, and they believe they can shut down anybody across the field.
If you're going to have a great defense right now in college football, you better be able to cover on the outside. And these two teams happen to have two of the top corners in the game. How much fun is this going to be to watch these guys today?
Catch made on the sideline. He does get the foot down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Heading left after the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Let's see if the offense can punch. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Breaks loose at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cox. Steps out at the 22. Not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Running out of time in the pocket. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the first down. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Longhorns pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. Gives it to the back. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They're going to run it here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle, but first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. You got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution of that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Good throw, complete to the tight end. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback paid a price for that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's McCoy. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Fires it on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Sideline throw caught and not enough for a 1st down.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see.
Down he goes, a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down quickly. A short pitching catch. You get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth, both defenses reeling at the moment. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down. We're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage. The Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The offense comes back out, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Single back, takes the handoff. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Here's the second down play. And now the running back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Has no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can he keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just blew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. On the return, it's Cox. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tight end makes the grab.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Looking to throw. It's McCoy. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Longhorns are in the red zone. Ball handed off. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. Powers through. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the 2nd half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Looking to throw. It's McCoy. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming.
Deep shot caught out of the 15. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they hand it off to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Looking to pass this time. He stays alive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Catch made on the out route. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in the...
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not fight at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
They'll run it to the left. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. Will that holding penalty? Drive killer. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
A quick throw out left, complete. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Trying for the touchdown on the right side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving his quarterback opportunities.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass is caught. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Hold it. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Point after, up and good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Finding some room at the 25. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They finally corral him at the 1.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Caught over the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The really entertaining one. It was 1-1 to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.